Oh hey, didn't see you there. Welcome to Board It Up, a channel all about board games. My name is Aaron, I'm your host, and today I'm unboxing Codenames Duet by Vlaada Chvátil and Scot Eaton, produced by CGE. This is a two-player game of the very popular party game Codenames, and most of the mechanics is very similar. In fact, it has the 5x5 grid with the different words. So essentially, if you have the other code names, you can mix and match these words, and you'll have more variety. It's a minimum of 2 players, but you can play with more players. And this is actually completely cooperative. So either you all win together or you lose together. Age is 11 and up, and it's very quick. It's about 15 minutes per game. So without further ado, let's open this up and let's see what's inside. Now, I need to mention that this is a standalone game, so you don't need to have the base, the main code names for you to play this. But if you have code names, you can use the main code names. You can use their cards and mix it with these to add more variety, or you can use these cards in that game. All right, so let's put this up here. See what's inside. Okay, so Codenames Duet, and then you have these double-sided cards that you're used to if you play Codenames. It's visible, it's legible on both orientations, no matter which way you're looking at. And then they're double-sided, so once you've played the game, essentially what happens is you have a 5x5 grid of these words, and then you're giving one-word clues to your teammates. In this case, it's not a team versus team, but rather completely cooperative, and you're trying to get your teammates to guess which cards are the correct cards that you have on a separate key card. So, example, there we go. See what you're looking at, and then you will have a card that corresponds to this grid, and you're trying to get your teammate to guess these green cards. In this case, would correspond to volcano. Oh, I need another column. Would correspond to volcano, judge, TPB, and then astronaut, black hole, dream, kiss, and coast. So as an example, one possible clue could be space 2 for astronaut and black hole. And then the other team would touch one card at a time, and if it's correct, you would cover it with a token. I'm trying to see where I could find these. They should be in the box here. Let's pull these out, actually. You have more of these cards. Open those in a second. Extra baggies, which is always nice. Standy, take a look at that in a second. And then these cards, yes. So once you give a right answer, you would cover that spot with one of these tokens. Black hole and astronaut. There we go. So that's essentially the whole game. And this is a very cooperative game, as I said, and you're trying to help each other because unlike the original code names, if you look at these key cards, they are double-sided. So what that means is, and they're different on either side. So you will have it placed on the standee, and then place it somewhere where it's you can see it from both directions. But then what you're seeing is different from what your teammate is seeing. right? So you are trying to have your teammate guess the cards that are green on your side, while your teammate is trying to have you guess the cards that are green on their side. And there are some overlaps, and you can see there are 3 assassins on this side and there are 3 assassins on this side. So some cards can be an assassin on your side, but then could be a green, or it could be a gray card, which is a bystander on their side. So there's a lot of different kinds of strategy that will come into play. And let's look at the rule book here quickly. The rule book has different extra rules that will come into play depending on what kind of mission, because you have also this map, and I believe you start in Prague, and then you go to connected cities, and these numbers correspond to different difficulty settings. So the game you play will actually change as you progress along this map. So it keeps it a little bit fresh, so it's not the same strategy that you're always using for every game, which is pretty cool. So it basically tells you, if you know base code names, then you know most of the game and the strategy, although you have to kind of adjust because you're playing a 2-player version and it's completely cooperative. Tells you the basic rules, what kind of clues you can give, what kind of clues you cannot give. And then you have assassin. Some of the rules are slightly different, like you have now a limited number of turns that you're allowed to have, because you're not competing against another team. You're competing against a limited number of turns. And if you run out of turns, you go into a sudden death mode where you don't give any more clues. You're trying to just guess based off of previous clues, and then if you make any mistake, you immediately lose. There we go. It's a pretty straightforward game. And then that's just some ads for some of the other games. That's basically it. So actually, this one thing I want to mention is this book has a few copies, so you can play this game with different groups and then continue your track at different rates with different game groups. But also, if you'd like, you could laminate one of these sheets and then just use a dry erase marker or dry erase marker to mark off of it, so you can just erase it and reuse it. I'm sure you can find a PDF of this, so if you want to print more copies of that, you can do that as well. So like I said, this game has a lot of replayability. One, because there's so many different combinations of cards you can have, and also it resets very easy, because all you have to do is, once you finish a game, you just flip all the cards back, and then you have a fresh set of 25 cards to play with. So it's very quick to reset, and it's quick to reset in between games. Very easy to teach another person, so I would call this an entry-level game, beginner friendly, even someone who's never played board games before, or maybe not even into board games, because this is very light in rules and it's cooperative, so you don't need to necessarily know all the rules to jump right into it. As long as one of you know it, you can just help each other along as you go. Yeah, so that's Codenames Duet in a nutshell, and all that's in the box. So if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and check out my other videos. I have a lot of unboxing videos like this. I'll link some of them in the description below. And I also have gameplay videos, reviews, and all things board game related. So if you like this type of content, please consider subscribing and hit that bell notification button so you're notified when I upload my next video. I appreciate all your support, and thanks again for watching. Until next time, see ya.